Hey everyone. New product. Well, I don't know how new it is, but I've just discovered it. So I want to share it. Very interesting, very handy product. Um, you know how many times you've needed a third hand to hold the wire while you hold the solder and things? Well, this does it for you. It's got the little clips here. Clips and holds the wire in there. Doesn't hurt the wire none. And it's got a ratcheting effect here. See, I can go smaller, shorter, whatever. There, see there. And now I messed up my video, but if you pull carefully, you can tighten them back up and straighten them back up. All right, so now this is how to properly twist a wire together for soldering, by the way, before you put the heat shrink tube on. And all I did was I stripped both sides down, and then I go like this with the wires, and I intertwine them, and then I gently twist both sides, and this is what you get. Looks like almost like a factory wire job there. Focus. I guess it's just not going to focus on the wire itself. But anyway, so this is a pretty cool product. I think they're like $8 on Amazon and or Temu. We're going to solder with it here just because to see how well it works. And we're just going to lay it right on down. I think I'm going to turn it around though to make it a little bit easier for myself here. Make sure I got it in the camera screen there. All right, we're just going to put a little bit of flux on there, just like if you watched my how to solder video. Just going to put a little bit of flux on there. I like the flux. We all know that. And if you guys have ever watched my stuff, you know I like the flux. Okay. And I could pre-tin these, but once you wrap them together like that, it's probably just not, doesn't really matter, I guess. All right, we're just going to take a little piece of solder off of here that I had laying there. Clean our tip up a little bit here. Always make sure it's nice and shiny. We're just going to try to solder this sucker and see how well them wires stay in place. Hard to see from back here, but oh, see I'm flubbing it up there, but hey, yeah. Okay, well, why, I did pretty good. I got a little bit globby in there. I wasn't up close to see it real well. Let me clean some of that flux off there for you guys so we can check that part out quick. I don't want to make the video real long and boring for anyone, but yeah, so it's not great solder job, but you know, for quick. But the main purpose of this video is this thing held it. You know, it ratchets back and forth. See here. You lock it way out there if you need a longer span. Adjust it all the way up to that close. So if you've got some really thin wire, and this was just some old speaker wire I had laying around, but it definitely gives you that extra hand that you need. And now this wire here is soldered up. I mean, I wouldn't say I could pull a truck with it, but I'm yanking on her for all I'm worth, and it ain't coming apart. So that's how you properly solder these wires. Let's see if I can get that sucker to focus now. You guys know what soldered wire looks like. So anyway, so then you just, oh yeah, my insulation actually started to slide off of it before it gave loose. And you just slide your shrink tubing over it, heat it up, and you're done. And it's just almost as good as a regular piece of wire. It's not, you know, where guys will twist it like this here and then try to fold it and, you know, and then put the shrink tubing and crap on there. No. Don't hack stuff up like that. Put it like that, solder it, put your shrink tubing on there, and be done. But here's the product. Very, very cool product. I like it. I'm going to use it a lot. If somebody doesn't care for this style and they want to spend only like $4, and I'm not going to test it because it's kind of self-explanatory. you can get yourself one of these. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to try it out, check it out. They're like $4. I got this one on Temu. It's got a couple of magnets on the bottom. So you can stick it like to the fender of your car, on your car or something, whatever. To the engine block, whatever. You know, if you got some steel somewhere. You can actually just... And then stick your wires on either side. Stick them in there and it'll hold it. And do the same darn thing. Pretty slick, pretty cool, pretty neat. It's got different sizes. Nothing for real large size wires. But, you know, and I didn't check to make sure that was in the right size. But for $4 with a couple of magnets, you can stick that sucker somewhere and you'll be able to use it. I thought that was pretty darn cool. But yeah, but this here was the highlight of the video. Great tool. Spring is pretty heavy duty in there. I mean, I got to give it some force. And you just click the wire in. These are spring steel here. Whoop. You just pull them back, set the wire in, let her go. Pull it back, let her go. Very smooth, very simple. For under $10, you don't have to have your teenage kid come out and have them cry and complain they had to put their video games down to hold the wire for Dad while he resolders the headlight together. You know, puts a new headlight plug on or something. So, yeah, for under $10, I feel like that's a great product. And then, of course, don't forget this one if you think you might want it. So, all right, y'all have a good one. And we'll catch you next time. Old Tin Man up here in Wisconsin. Check.